Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is July 19, 2019, where we don't just talk about the news, we see where the news is going to go. Thank you all for coming to our particular channel on today. Make sure that you guys go ahead and continue to like, share these videos, and as well subscribe to this channel because we definitely want to make sure that you are in the know of where the market is going to go for the cryptocurrency space. Check us out as well at our website at HueFinancial.com if you want to get more of our anticipation and price move for the other altcoins that is not covered here on this channel. So now we are going to go ahead and talk about XRP. Okay, there was an article that came out a couple hours ago on yesterday talking about that XRP has a new competitor in the market from Japan, and we're going to see if that news has translated over into the price chart and what impact it will have going forward. Okay, so let's talk about that right now. You can see the title on the left side of my screen talking about Japan is set to create a major Ripple XRP competitor. All right, the Japanese government plans to create a cryptocurrency project similar to Swift payment network. It aims at fighting against money laundering in the digital space, Reuters writes. Competitor for XRP. Japan is set to create an alternative of SWIFT, the interbank system for transmitting information and payments for cryptocurrencies in the next few years. So this might be one of the best news of the article for those proponents who like XRP, because if it takes a few years for Japan to create this alternative cryptocurrency against XRP, XRP should be able to create a firm footing amongst other banking institutions as they have been doing over the last couple of years, to where it will create a very huge comparative advantage for XRP. So, okay, that is a positive thing on the footing of XRP as a cryptocurrency. Now, whoever this insider is stated that the project is monitored by an intergovernmental financial action task force on money laundering. The Japan authorities plan to cooperate with other governments in the framework of development. So XRP is not dealing with the governments of the world, but rather they're just strictly dealing with banking institutions. So, will the government who controls the fiat paper money, will they in fact play with XRP's currency, or will they play with the currency that Japan is going to come up with, which guaranteed the market, the cryptocurrency that Japan is going to create will be centralized and it will have regulations and enforcement that XRP really don't have in place. Okay, Japanese development will not become an alternative to the full-fledged Ripple project and its current cryptocurrency XRP. So the users on the network are interested in whether the Japanese development will not become an alternative to the full-fledged Ripple project and its cryptocurrency XRP. So people are interested to see whether or not this new cryptocurrency that Japan is trying to create, if it will in fact impact Ripple and XRP. Now, this is what Big Dog said on Twitter. This is what he wrote. About time someone other than Ripple thought about this. Swift is outdated and needs to be replaced. Banks know that, but are just lazy since their profits are high. So we have a government, Japanese government, who is going to take the lead in creating an offset of Swift, something that XRP is trying to do as well. Recently, representatives of the Ripple project have declared their intentions to overcome Swift payment system. This is a tweet right here that came out January 3rd, 2019. Ripple is meant to replace Swift. XRP is meant to be a digital way to move value And all of Ripple's customers are using both Ripple and Swift. So we have one company that is trying to displace Swift, and now we're going to have Japan who's going to do the same thing. Now, the details of the project are unknown, but it is reported that the payment systems plan has already been approved by the Ministry of Finance of Japan and the Financial Services Agency. The issue of the Secure Cryptocurrency Payments Organization is relevant for Japan since the work with digital assets remains in demand in the country, and albeit I would say across the world, for cryptocurrency assets. So again, July 18th, which was yesterday, this gentleman right here, Rich, has written as a tweet, Japan to lead development of Swift network for cryptocurrency. Now, the development would allow controlling operations with cryptocurrencies. It may encounter resistance from users of digital assets. Why? Because it's going to be centrally controlled. The development of this currency that they're trying to replace Swift with is going to allow controlling operations. So someone's going to be in control of this cryptocurrency to where you won't have the power or the decentralization to do what you want with this currency, which will be a negative for the cryptocurrency space. Which is why this article right here that I pulled from Forbes, which came out in February, is talking about how JP Morgan was going to create a cryptocurrency called a JPM coin to try to displace Ripple. But at the bottom of this article, it tells you that JPM coin is a project that is private. It's a closed network, okay? This means that JPM coin will be entirely controlled by JPM Morgan and lacking the public scrutiny that has attracted many to the blockchain and crypto. It's only for institutional customers, this JPM coin. So we have another competitor for XRP, but just like with this currency, this cryptocurrency that Japan is trying to create, it's going to be centrally controlled to where not everyone will have access to it and it won't be decentralized. So again, Ripple still stands strong in that aspect of the decentralization of their cryptocurrency rather than JPM coin from JP Morgan Chase, and then this new development of Japan creating their own cryptocurrency. So again, competition is good. We'll just see which one of these currencies vying for institutional banking institutions business, I guess you can say, regarding which coin they will utilize. Okay, so we're going to look at the price chart to see whether or not this news has impacted the price of Ripple. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of this real quick, and we are going to look over the last couple of days in the market for XRP. Now, when you look at it on the weekly time frame, you can tell that the market for XRP has seen a very substantial drop in price. We can start here all the way down to the low that came in this current week we're in, and the market has lost 45% of its value within 5 weeks. So it has been a dramatic movement to the downside over the last 5 weeks, which could have an impact on the value of XRP, considering that we are seeing more competition coming to this space in replacement of XRP. Okay, so 45% is a massive move to the downside, but as you can tell from the last time we did our video, moving back on a daily, which was here on the 15th of July, we expected the market really to hold consolidation of trading, and we placed our price target right there at that 28, almost 29 cent price. And again, we hit profit on that, so it's not a surprise. You can determine where prices are likely to go, and we've been holding that area for consolidational trading since then. So we're going ahead and count that as another profitable trade, get rid of it. And now you can see here that the market in XRP isn't really doing much, and that's what we're really expecting the market to do in XRP. to really hold that consolidational trading from a daily perspective. Now, when you look at it on a weekly time frame, you can tell here that that massive down bar right here from last week hasn't gone anywhere. Okay, we're just taking a break in the market in XRP, and it has acted as a very, very strong support area around 29 cents. So obviously you would expect the market to take a break around that price, and that's what we're going to look for over the next couple of days or so. So not a lot I am expecting out of XRP right now. Consolidational trading to where 29 cents is support, and a good resistance area is right there around 32 cents where we are now, possibly hitting 32, almost 33 cents, and that's about it. Okay, so overall the market in XRP is not expected to do much. So I'm not going to put in a price target on this particular market for today. I just want to see how the market plays out. I don't really see any directional changes occurring in the market for XRP thus far. And you can also tell here on the smaller time frame, the 3-hour chart, that 32 cents is going to plague XRP from moving higher to the upside. So I mean, we could play this on a small time frame, but by the time you guys will get this on YouTube, it will already have happened. So for the most part, still expecting the market in XRP to try to hold some consolidational trading. I can see it trying to hold some support on this 1-hour chart around 31 cents and then move higher from there if that strength really comes into this particular market. So there you are. Our analysis for XRP for the long term is for it to try to consolidate a couple more days, and then we'll probably break back in and give you all an update of what we're noticing in the market for XRP. Make sure you don't forget to check us out at our website, HueFinancial.com, and as well, make sure y'all maintain your profitability, and I will talk to you later.